Hey guys, so I'm sure a few of you have been following me or watching about the saga that's been happening with me, this guy in my sober living facility. This dictates everyone's recovery. He's never had a clean day in his life, but thinks he's got the best thing to say. He's very negative. But anyway, so I had a night of leave on Thursday night because it was just too much for me. And I was scared for my physical well-being because he made a threat that was, if you ever dog me again, it'll be the last thing you ever do. But nevertheless, on Friday I was really scared of going in because he'd been spoken to but nothing had happened. But they said, look, he's not here at the moment, would you feel comfortable coming in just chatting to us, we'll pick you up and drop you off. So I said yes. I went in, I described the details of the events, and that threat really got through to them, and they said that threat's not okay. We've kicked out people for less. They'd spoken to everyone in the rehab, and everyone in the rehab had said similar things, that he's not good for future or present clients. Some of the women called him rapists, and he has a rapist tendency, about him, or he's a sexual predator. And some of the guys said same thing sort of I said, like he dictates people's recovery. So he's been kicked out on Monday. I didn't want that to happen, but I just don't think it can work where I'm going. And I'm not the only one who's kicking him out. His behaviour's got him kicked out. Other people don't want him there. He's got kicked out on Monday, Saturday now. So I've just been given until Tuesday off, the day after he gets kicked out. They'll keep in contact with me because they didn't want me to be there when he gets kicked out because he might, get rage and come and get me or something. But I felt very supported and by the staff there. And at the end of the day, it's my recovery. And if it was affecting my recovery and other people's, which clearly it was affecting other people's recovery as well, it's just a place he can't be in, I want the best for him. I want him to get help, but he keeps talking about wanting a shot, wanting to end it, and all this sort of stuff, and convincing me that I've got cravings that I just don't have. So I'm glad it's been dealt with. Pretty proud of myself for going about it in bureaucratical way. I knew I couldn't face him because all he wanted to do was fist fight and lecture me and talk at me, and I have no power in that place because I get too anxious. I'm going through earlier recovery too. He's got 2 months ahead of me, and just to pull that shit on someone, that bullying and that targeting shit isn't okay. So at the end of the day, he just doesn't belong in a place like that because the place is it's about serenity and it's about everyone's individual recovery. And I hang around people who they've said are people who are dedicated to their recovery, and they interviewed everyone in the place and everyone said similar things. As I said, so it's not just me, it's everyone's behaviour and their recovery being affected. So yeah, I guess I dealt with this. I'm kind of proud of myself in a way because I dealt with this in the best way possible. I was debating whether to see staff because every time I saw staff he'd get spoken to and it would just escalate, but he'll be gone on Monday and I'll be back on Tuesday. Might have to deal with a bit of anxiety but even his friends in there thought he was a bad influence for other people in there and all that sort of thing, so I think I'll be alright. But yeah, I just fear for my physical safety because he's threatened me. And I don't need that in early recovery, so I've got the weekend off while I've got till Tuesday off, so today, tomorrow, Monday and Tuesday, my parents are back on Sunday night, so I'll get to talk to them about them, my parents, my mum and her partner. My whole family were backing me on this. They were calling him up saying, why is anything done with this guy, my son? Our son is losing his mental health over this, and they said, oh, he's not the only one, a lot of people are experiencing this, and they said, sorry that you had to suffer for this long, and I said, no, I just saw it as a learning curve. And yeah, everyone in that place said, they were asked the question, is he good for present or future clients, and they all said no. So obviously I'm not the only one, and I wish him the best, but he just doesn't belong in a place that's supposed to be positive and individual recovery, and I was hanging on my recovery, making sure I was doing it his way, which is completely ridiculous because he's never been clean. So That's just the way the cookie crumbles, you know. I wish him the best. I hope he gets the help he needs, but like, if he's affecting other people's recovery and that, he shouldn't really be there. So he'll be gone on Monday and I'll be back on Tuesday. I feel safe at the moment. I feel like using or anything because, you know, it's been almost 11 weeks since I've been on that hardcore shit and I don't get cravings that much anymore. So thanks for listening, guys.